The scale of the damage here is unprecedented. I mean, there's 20 miles of shoreline that has been greatly affected.
The first storm was Ian. This was in late September when Ian struck, and we all felt that our property was pretty well protected. We had a seawall that had been here for years, and we were quite surprised when it came down on the south end of our property. It started crumbling. As the waves washed in, the surge came, it started taking the lawn out. And with every surge, we could see more and more going. When the storm was over, we had lost the entire south seawall, and about a third of the property had been washed out.
Almost 2.5 days, this area was getting hammered, and it softened up the walls. About a month later, you had Hurricane Nicole, which came through. So the area was already very vulnerable. It was also a slow-moving storm, similar to Hurricane Ian, where they had to deal with 2 tidal cycles in this particular area that was overtopping the temporary walls, which just allowed more water to get behind more seawalls and just take more property down.
So we contacted Florida Seawall. The hurricane struck, I believe it was a Thursday in late September, and Brandon came Saturday morning. He was here Saturday morning, and he looked at it and said, we can start right away. We have the equipment, we have the material, and this is what you need to do.
So we're here at Daytona Beach, Florida at the DiMucci Towers. This is one of many properties along the shoreline that was greatly affected by Ian, and then Nicole finished them off. They lost their wall entirely, their seawall. It was a 12-foot concrete seawall, and what you see going on behind me is a replacement wall. This particular project is 400 feet of beachfront wall, and then you have returns going back into the property line to protect it if your neighboring walls were to fail. And this project will take us in the neighborhood of probably about 2 months to build. Not just any contractor can build these walls. The scales of these walls is not your residential small wall that's maybe 10-foot panels. These are 30 and 40-foot panels, each panel weighing 1,500 pounds. This is big, heavy scaled equipment, and your residential guys won't have that. And we are one of the few contractors in the area that has the ability to handle these projects. If you were to select another contractor that's maybe never done it before, don't own the equipment, they're renting it, do you really want to be the guinea pig? Unlike some other of our competitors out there, we actually build seawalls, it's all we do, and we own what we're using to install.
When I actually saw how, and it was explained to me how our previous seawall was built, it's not surprising that it came down.
This wall is being installed in 3 phases. There's the wall panels itself, the tieback system, and then the cap. And this particular material is composite. You have 3 types of corrugated walls: steel, composite, and vinyl. Truth is, vinyl was just too weak. Steel is a ferrous metal and will rust with time. Composite is an inert material, so therefore the strength of the material for a composite will be that at 50 years as it is at day 1. So that was the reason ultimately that we went for a composite over steel or vinyl.
I feel very confident that pool deck is not going to fall down. I feel just as confident that the seawall is not going to fall down. I'm very pleased. Our owners are very pleased. We have heard nothing but positive feedback about what's going on here. This is going to be like a brand new property.
They're pumped that we're doing this. They appreciate the hard work, the rapidness of Florida Seawall Solutions being able to deploy so quickly, and they've just been very happy with the build process throughout the time.
The Florida Seawall crew is absolutely professional. They're respectful, they're responsive, They're just professional. I can't say it any other way. They've been a delight to work with. They're very straightforward. They don't sugarcoat. They tell us the good, bad, and the ugly. And I and the rest of the board feel like they're extremely honest.
You can just drive down the beach and you can see our walls. We've proven we give a good, solid product and we stand behind it.
The board and I recommend currently, and will in the future, Florida Seawall Solutions to everybody that we speak to.
Call Florida Seawall Solutions today for a free on-site, no-obligation evaluation. Florida Seawall Solutions, your local seawall repair experts.